let's continue transforming our light pole into a heavy one. What we're going to work on now is basically that first section still, getting that fixed up. And what we want to do is basically have some poses here for our chest and back controls. Okay, so on frame 25, we want to pose those out here just so we can also have keys as well on that. When it comes time to set other poses, we will get the correct motion in here by doing what we're about to do as far as fixing up this character's back. So on frame 25, let's have the back actually move a little bit more forward. And the chest, we'll have that move a little bit more forward too. Alright, and then we could go to the center of gravity control, and on frame 25, let's actually go into the translate Z, just translate it back so that the arms will be locked. Okay, just where they're on the handle and locked up. There we go. Alright, great. So once we have that, we'll go to the head control now, and what's going to happen with the head is it's actually going to rotate back, and that's going to really show the strain in the animation. So on frame 27, we could go to the neck control, rotate that back some, and then go to the head control and rotate that back, and then possibly even go into the neck and bringing that back a little bit more in the X to show more strain. Great, so here's what we get if we go ahead and hide our curves, focusing in on the perspective, and hit play. Great, we're getting this nice strain. Okay, now we want to work on adding that, basically a moving hold, again for to show that strain that the character is having, pulling the crate back. So we'll have it until frame 59. So here, what's actually going to happen is the character is going to move a little bit closer into the crate. Okay, we could have him move a little bit more down, and also rotate him back some more in the X. Okay, and then hit for his back control, we'll move that back too. And his chest, we'll rotate that a little bit more forward for the pull. And I think we could even take his center of gravity back a little bit more. Okay, so it's not too far back, and then we'll scrub through to see how our motion's looking. Alright, great, that's looking pretty good. Let's go to the shoulders and have those move even more forward, rotating them forward and up. And we'll do the same thing for this left shoulder here, bringing it forward and up. Okay, and up even more since we had him moving down for this pull. Alright, great. And now we need to just basically make sure that his arms are locked. So we can do that by bringing them back a little bit more in the X. Great. And then we'll check his hands to make sure that they're on the crate like we want them to be. And we can adjust this left shoulder here to bring that more forward. Okay, so that the hands stay on the handle and that the arm is locked. Great. So here's what we're getting right now. If we go ahead and hit play. Excellent, we're getting this nice strain in our pull. Awesome, and the head is moving really nice too. If we go ahead and hit play and check that out. So what we can do for the head, rather than just keying or basically posing it out, since we like the pose already, let's go to our perspective and graph view. What we can do is just key the head where it's at right now, and also the neck, we'll do the same, and even adjust their tangency some to get a better flow, just slightly. Alright, so here's our results when we go ahead and hide our NURBS curves and just hit play. Excellent. So now what we want to work on is having the character move forward for his anticipation for his next attempt at the pull. This time he's going to put in a lot more effort. He realizes that he needs to put in more effort for the pull. So again, we want to get into his mind, so to speak, and and really try to figure out what he would do to add more intensity to his pull. So what we're going to do is go to about frame 68, and here we're going to have him move forward. Let's go to our perspective and graph view and hit F to check out the keys we're about to set, and we want him to move forward for the anticipation. So let's have him translate forward here and also rotate forward, and we're going to give the back more of a backward C curve for the line of action. And we're going to notice that going from this forward C that we have now to a backward C that we're about to set up, it's going to add even more an interesting look to the character's motion. So that type of contrast really helps in animation. So on frame 68, just rotate them forward and even translate them up some too. Okay. As far as his back, let's go ahead and rotate that a little bit forward. And the X, and then for his chest, we'll rotate that back. Okay, and then for center of gravity, we can bring that more forward, a little bit more forward, and we can see that C curve now out of the character's back. Great. So that's looking good. We scrub back and forth and check it out. Excellent. Okay, so we do need to fix the shoulders there. They need to come back and down since the character has risen up some. So we'll have them move back and do the same for the left shoulder. Move that back and down. Alright, great. So when we scrub through, here's what we get. Awesome. And even if we hit play, cool. So that's looking pretty good. And of course we have to have him really pull back even faster than he is now, and we'll work on that a little bit later. What's going to happen here with the head on about frame 70, we could offset it slightly, is the head is going to rotate down. So we'll rotate the head down and the X some. Alright, so here's what we get when we hit play. Cool, and I think we could even take up the head a little bit more. So let's just select this key on frame 70 of the head and just bring it down some so the head will move up some more, and even go to the neck and do the same thing. Alright, great. Alright, so now that we have these poses set in there, what we now want to do is have the feet move up too, because they're gonna move up as well to give the character a better position to pull back that crate, this time with more intensity. So to do that, let's select his knee controls and we'll select the feet controls, making sure we're on frame 59. Okay, because right now we're just going to block in the feet positions, and then we're going to give them a little bit more of a detailed look later on. So on 59, we'll just press Shift W to lock in the foot's translate position, and then we'll also go to the heel pivot channels and key those. Alright, great. And now on frame 68, okay, when the character moves forward, we'll actually go ahead and translate these controls forward now, and the feet here are actually going to be at the level of the hands. Okay, so that's going to give him that better position. So we're going to make his feet again pose right there at about that level. Right, and then we could even go to this left foot and bring it a little bit more to the more to his left, and just widen the feet a little bit more. All right. Okay, so now we have the feet pretty much blocked out where we want them to come up. And with these things done, that now finishes off this lesson. And we could hit play to recap what we've done here. Just fixing this area here to make the character show more strain. And now we're getting ready for him to pull back on the crate. This time finally being able to pull back the crate on his second try. So again, that finishes off this lesson, and in the next lesson we'll just continue working on getting this character pulling back this heavy crate now.